Hey everybody, this is Grace, and I thought I'd do a little video on this topic of, YouTube communities. Now, one of the things have found so interesting, at least to me, along the way, and I think I've been around 5 years on YouTube, knowing about these kinds of communities, but not all of them, just a few back then. But one of the things I found most interesting is how, like, each, people call them each community. Like you have the shopping community, the beauty community, the narcissistic abuse survivors community, whatever it's called, the mental health community. Okay, so and in each one of them there are little cliques. Now, I've seen a lot of that. And, that's kind of normal. Some would call them clique in a negative, derogatory kind of way. And some would just say it's the people who are interested and have the same kind of thoughts as one another, or whatever they judge it on. And that tends to happen in life anyway. It's not always something bad. It's just sometimes how it is. Okay, and I've liked seeing that. It's something of interest to me. My master's is in sociology, so yeah, it would be something interesting to me, how these develop and form and why. So, but the thing that I found the most interesting, the community I have seen so far that has the least bit of these, the cliques is, or just really friendships, it seems like, to communicate with one back and forth. And it wasn't always like this, but more and more recently it is. And that is in the one that's people do videos about narcissism. Seriously, it seems like as time has gone by, there's more separation. And hardly anybody comments on one another's videos that's in this community. And it does make me wonder why. Actually, I know why. I know what I think is the reason for it, but I could be wrong, just as anybody else could be wrong, about the way they would see it. Read the disclaimer in the description box below this video on YouTube, by the way. So, this is not an advice channel. This is just my thoughts. As if that's a word people shouldn't use. Just my thoughts. Anyway, how do you see it? I find it surprising yet not. And what I have seen is when people do come together for something, it's often because of some drama, where they're going to be accusing one or the other of this and that, and it becomes, to me, it's quite often they're all about getting more views. Create a drama. This happens I think I've seen it in pretty much every community I have seen or made videos that, is similar to that community. Or just seen ones I don't do. That seems to be what it is. It really does, that they're wanting more and more views and to get people wrapped up in their drama. Yeah, we all know how things go these days, some of it. Okay, but anyway, what do you think? How do you see it? Do you see it this way? And like I was saying, when I first started making videos on this topic, I did not know that there was a community on it. I was just driving down the road one day and I started talking about people, having been around people who were narcissistic, and it was more like a vlog. I was a drive vlog, And then, of course, how it starts recommending videos to you, people's videos. That's what it did. And the very first one I saw had a list of other channels underneath it. But that woman, I'm telling you, yeah. I did videos later on about e-beggars. So that wasn't my first time I did a video about e-beggars. I do one about once or twice a year, I think I do videos about them. Yeah. This one, to me, when it involves somebody doing a con job, claiming something that is false. Seems apparent it's false. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going off track here. Not unusual. But you see my kind of, that was my introduction here. Started recommending me videos, and I see that. But anyway, I started checking out other ones, and remember I was a career student and taught at college and university. My degrees are in psychology and sociology. So when I started watching some of them, I was like, where are they getting this information? That is wrong. The educator in me came out, seriously. And I would go to, these were the bigger ones, of course, they recommend, back then at least, maybe still today, the bigger ones. And I'm like, no, that's not true. Where are they getting this from? Who checks it? Is somebody checking them for this? Little did I know, no, nobody's checking them for this. So, yeah. But a lot of misinformation, a lot of it. And of course it wasn't everybody, I'm not saying that. It's just that, the ones that I would check and see that really stood out. Wow, where are they getting that? So, that was my introduction. I don't think all of them are still around these days. I don't know. I just don't tend to watch. And that's another thing in this community. I don't know if anybody watches them except maybe to steal their ideas, or maybe they just read the titles for that, as I've said before. Yeah, just steal people's ideas. That is theft. That's my view, and I'm sticking to it. That is theft. Now, sure, people are going to have similar ideas, but when they take it and they can do it continuously, day after day, within 24 hours you put up a video, and within 24 hours they put up one with the same topic, yeah, you can pretty much figure that one out. Just all of this in a community when people are doing videos talking bad against narcissism or narcissistic behaviors along that line, yet it's got all this in it. Yeah. Not everybody. Nope, there's some good, decent people out there, like me. Oh, man. I'm finding them few and far in between, though. More of what I see these days, especially lately, is the ones stealing people's ideas. And I was even warned of that recently. That somebody, I don't know how to even state it. It was more of a, is this the person who's still, causing you problems? And once the conversation was over with, the next day that person took one of my ideas. Wow. It didn't go well for that person, as it was. It didn't. Kind of a big flop. But, yeah. I think I need to wrap this one up and get home. Not unlike the cows. You see all those cows out there? The cows haven't come home. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. Just thought I'd give it a little everyday kind of situation there. Squirrel moment, but this is a cow moment. Anyway, wrapping this up. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share on your own social media if you would, and I'll talk to you on another video.